This story, Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula says they're concerned about the high number of people who still need to renew their driver's licenses. He says 1.2 million people still need to renew their licenses. The minister was giving an update earlier today about driving license interventions. He says the waiting period for new licenses has been significantly reduced and the backlog on new driver's licenses has also improved. Well, let's get the latest on this and just get an update now with my colleague reporter Slindelo Masigane. Slindelo, good afternoon. Welcome to today. Thank you very much for your time. So the department is saying, according to Mr. Mbalula, that they're managing to address the backlog that was caused by COVID. Yes,
it seems that they've actually managed to clear it, which is, of course, good news for the Transport Department. We know that as of the 14th of May, they have managed to reduce and, in fact, eliminate the backlog caused by COVID-19 in terms of people being able to renew their driving licenses. The issue now, though, is the fact that there's still people who are still driving around with expired driving licenses, and it seems the reason is that they have infringements, so then they are refusing or kind of hesitant to go to the DLTCs to try and renew their driving licenses, because, of course, you're going to have to at least start paying those fines before you can be able to renew your license. And the department is saying that negotiations can be made. You don't have to pay the complete amount at one time. A payment plan can be made for you if you do find yourself that you have a large number of infringements. But, of course, they want to clear this backlog, which is sitting at around 1.2 million. Let's take a listen.
That the backlog that resulted from the COVID-19 restrictions was cleared on 14 July 2022. To date, in excess of 2 million cards have been produced. Not only have we been able to reduce the turnaround time for our card production to pre-COVID levels, we have now improved on those levels. We have successfully reduced the waiting period for a driving license card from 58 working days in April 2022 to 10 working days in July 2022. We remain concerned at the high number of people who have yet to come forward to renew their driving licenses, which number currently stands at 1.2 million.
Okay, well, those are the ones now who need to do something about their licenses, but they were not part of the backlog that was there. That's been cleared by May, as you said, but there's still the matter of the new driver's license card. What do we know about that?
So I think that was the main announcement today, Brian, the fact that Cabinet has approved the replacement of the current driving license card. We know that it uses quite old technology from 1998. In fact, the machine as well at some point, which is what caused that big backlog, somehow stopped working, and we had to wait for it to be fixed in Germany, etc., etc. So it seems Cabinet is now moving with the times and saying that as South Africa, we need to now move up to those international standards when it comes to our driving license and the technology we use for the card to make it more secure and more, tech savvy, essentially. So that process is now going to begin in 2023, where we're going to see a pilot program put in place, and then eventually the current card will be phased out, and it will be phased out over a 5-year period. Let's take a listen.
I am pleased to announce that Cabinet has approved the replacement of the current driving license card with a new card with more secure design features and will comply with the international driving license standard. The current driving license card was introduced in 1998, and the production equipment was procured in the same year. The technology has become obsolete. We will publish the changes to the driving license card in the Government Gazette. This will then enable us to commence with the procurement process for the new production infrastructure in October 2022. The new card will be piloted from 1 November 2023 until 31st March 2024. The current driving license card and the equipment used to produce it will be decommissioned on the 1st of April 2024. However, there will be a 5-year period of transition from the old card to the new card. The current cards will continue to be recognized as valid license cards until 31st March 2029.
Okay, from driver's licenses to new cards. What about e-tolls? I mean, that's still very much a big issue, especially here in Gauteng.
Of course, that's the elephant in the room when it comes to any transport briefing for me. That's all I want to know as a Gauteng resident, what's happening with e-tolls and actually when are they getting scrapped? Because I think the message has been quite clear from residents in Gauteng that they simply cannot afford e-tolls and that consultations simply did not take place when this program was implemented. So, of course, that question was posed to the minister in terms of where are we with those conversations. We know that he has been in consultations with the finance minister. This is what he had to say.
The e-tolls will deal with that by October MTPBS, and that is what I've reported to you. The Minister of Finance and myself, Minister of Transport, we have been dealing with the issue, and I can tell you right now that the conclusion is there. Next week we start the Cabinet Lekgotla. Before or at MTPBS, we'll make the big announcement about the e-tolls. So, Bambelela Mfondini, just hold on. We are there with the decision about the e-tolls.
Bambelela Mfondini. That's the message from the Transport Minister, Fikile Mbalula, to all of us here in Gauteng who are awaiting the scrapping of the e-tolls. Now,